What's up, guys? What I'm gonna do is I have a weekend to do something for the first time in a hot minute. You're gonna hear audio. You're hearing that. Around me is a lot of progress post the 3 flooding storms. So you had Debbie, Helene, and Milton. Today I get to unbox Lectric XPeak, and a lot of it has to do with the hurricane spacing and otherwise. So we're going to get it out of the box so we can create some space, and I figured I would pull up the computer and I'll just be here if any of you have any questions, and I'm going to unbox this e-bike. So when I'm looking at this, it's all paper, and I really like that fact. The reduction in petrochemical plastic is awesome. Biodegradable box, this is where it's at. I understand that there are plenty of plastics used on the e-bike, but where an attempt can be made, it is appreciated, and given the amount of waste of late here in Florida, it's most appreciated. I imagine this is all the goodies, pedals and whatnot. all the string. It does come in handy. Like having all that string, like especially at these cut lengths, is really, it is handy. Yeah, 750 step through. Stamps on this are a bit different. Yeah, 48 volt 750. CZJB110CUL 48V 750 watt 26-inch wheel with the Lectric stamp, Lectric M24. Oh man, Jerome, everybody's reeling from the hurricane, right? So the shop is, they still don't have power there. They're fortunately, like, the weather right after the hurricane like dropped significantly, so we got a reprieve in that way. So he's been running, but he's doing it all hotspot, remote, no electricity. So I'm just in the way when I'm there. So right now doing this, I agree with you. I want nothing more to be there. It's kind of electric weekend because Lectric has got all their stuff going on sale, and if you know anything about ElectricAllWheel, we love the dual battery situation, and the batteries are on an insane sale. So if you guys decide to buy a battery, use the link in the description. I really appreciate it. And there's only one battery that I would get ever, and it's the high chung style. It's the black down tube that has the mounting plate. They use it on the One, the Expedition, the X, it was on the X Premium, and then what else? The Trike. The only, the real downside to all this cardboard is every form fill of cardboard, I think, is got parts and pieces in it, so I have to destroy it. And then when I take it all out and put it in the bin, it's like, oh, did I just throw away a charger? Did I just throw away a nut that fell off? Like that part really bothers me. So you ordered a XPeak step through, I'm assuming, and yeah, that the wired video got a lot of traction for some reason. It's weird and more efficient for me. It's weird because it's, you know, I answer a lot of questions as Brad, and I'm not Brad, but people talk to the video like in the comments, so it's hard, you know, you have to reorient your perspective and then say, okay. But I love being there. I like the fact that they work on pretty much anything, and they're down to do this with me, so that's been beneficial. It's been mutually beneficial, so I'm pretty excited. I really want the shop to be back in order, because as I'm learning, right, hopefully you guys are recognizing that the audio is getting better. I'm trying to get better with the recordings in terms of visibility, but it's also a time thing for me. I have a regular day job, so I gotta knock it out, and that's it. So it's little bits at a time. And then hopefully Wes is going to turn into a videographer of sorts, and then eventually, if we can get him talking, we'll get him in the videos. I know that he's going to like the JW Black. I've just got to get it up there to him. The only thing is high-end ghost pedaling, but he's a BMX rider, so he likes to stunt, so he probably put that frame to a test. Sweet. That is a hard rollover on the display. This thing is on there tight. The stem is really like right on that thing. One of my favorite things about unboxing Lectrics is I don't really have to use tools. You do, but you can pretty much get it together and then just come after it once it's all together and you've tested it, and then get to ride. What did I put on that thing? The cruiser. Yes, silver. I think they're doing away with gold. So Allscape is going to be only silver letter side. So we did put the silver on there. The gold looks really good on the aerial riders. That's why I really like that. I understand the business decision to not have two colors. But if Ultraverse keeps it, then it might need to be reconsidered. Except that I know that with our partnership with Allscape and HEB, we're gonna have a 20x3 Allscape tire for the XP 3.0. So I'm hopefully gonna get my hands on one of the very first ones, show the install. I know that tire is highly sought after for a lot of bikes, and if they had it for the 3.0, people would love it. So we're pretty excited about that. And then I'm assuming right after that, the Viperus would be a 20x3 as well. front tire. 1, remove the instruction sheet from, got it. Lay bike gently on, no, that is on the stand. 2, remove through axle from the box with the charger. I'm gonna say that the through axle was already in it. Just for my sanity, I'm going to open this thing up because I'm going to have to go into the original box just in case I missed something. Pedals. Yes. Charger. Okay. Light extension. Replacement parts, Lectric, look at it. Since when? What is this? Oh, this is a light bracket, I'm assuming. Okay, remove plastic slider from between the 2 front brake pads. Done. Install front wheel by aligning the disc brake with the caliper brake pad slot. That is always my recommendation, and it is the biggest pain in the butt if you don't do it. Slide the through axle into the fork from the disc brake side. That is crucial to know. Push in until there is a firm stop and a 1/4 inch gap between the fork and the through axle in cap. Okay? So once this thing gets in there, it should be a 1/4 inch right here at the end between the fork and the through axle. Align the quick release lever with the cutout in the through axle end cap. Begin by turning the lever clockwise and keep the lever open and in the slot. So that means you basically you roll it into the open position and then tighten in that manner. And then once it's done, you roll it over to lock it. Cool. When you cannot screw the through axle any further, close the lever by folding it 180 degrees. So open and turning, and then closed. There should be resistance building when the lever is closed. If there's no resistance, repeat steps 6 through 8. You guys will read it when you get your bike. Here I am looking at the disc and only the disc. Now I'm looking to line up. Oh, make sure and take the cap off. There we go. Let's see. The reason it took so long is I was running the lever here. I guess I should have done this before and showed you guys. But when it's open, it's like this, and the back end is there, and then I can tighten it. But if I bring it back out, I don't have enough slack to move the lever enough to get it rolled up. So that's what I was doing. Man, that went in dead center. That's awesome. For sure. All right. This is always the one everybody and their mother forgets that you have to plug this in to get this thing to work. And while you're doing it, just make sure all your other cables are plugged in, but they always disconnect the display to the main harness. It looks like all the others are in. And these things are pretty super easy. Thanks, Damon. I think I read it just so people know that I can read, probably. So I'm just not flying by the seat of my pants, but I do the fly by the seat of my pants a lot. Aerial Rider Kepler. Had an interesting chat with a gentleman in a wired group, and they're staunch supporters of like the 60 volt class. For me, you know, the budget situation, if you're capped at like $1,700 and you want the best high-speed e-bike with known customer service that will cover, it's going to be the Aerial Rider Kepler for me. And the thing is it doesn't go as fast as the wired. What am I trying to say? But with the gear ratio on that bike, I can pedal into a really hefty competition with the wired Freedom, easy. And that part I like because it's my effort. It is every bit how much I'm really putting into it, and if I can do that on a Kepler, I can get 37. I've seen 39, but that's really hard. Like, I'm huffing and puffing, but I can do it. And you imagine if it's not a straight run, it's not a drag race, it's actually a bike race around the trail or something, I got a pretty good chance of being okay. Reason I say that is I took a wired Freedom on a group ride, and it was a pain in the butt. Even with the reduction in settings, that thing is just like, it's like sitting on top of nitro. And I can only imagine the equivalency in 72 volts or more, and don't worry, we're gonna get there too, hopefully. Actually, I know we're gonna get there because Wes just bought a Suron. He couldn't resist himself. Let's see. So make sure you use left and right pedal. I guess what I could say is I only ride, like when it's just me wanting to ride a bike, I ride the Aerial Rider Kepler. When I'm out, when I need something that I just need to put in the car real quick for somebody else, it's a Lectric XP light. Who knows? The 3.0 is a crowd favorite, and I always have one, and it, like, realistically right now there are other bikes that beat it, but the nostalgia's there, the bike is right. The wattage on the rear hub I wish was a 750, but frankly it doesn't matter because you have this peace of mind with the customer service, and then you know that the parts are always going to be there, generally speaking. Like, there are the offshoots, like right now the XPeak fender set, or not the XPeak, the Express fender set is on back order till December, which is a pain. And really, I can't function with a bike that doesn't have fenders because of the rain. So getting the battery out on this thing is a little bit problematic. It's not problematic, it's just not as ideal. It's second place to actually unfolding the XPeak 3.0 and taking out that battery. And then it looks like this thing has an awake function as well, so yeah, that's all right. What I did was I just pressed the, so there's a meter gauge here, and the color of the light on this gauge tells you the state of charge. And when I hit it the first time, it did a bunch of blinky blinks, which means that it probably went to sleep. There we go. Oh, look at you. What do you think about the rack? The guy's name was Dino. Dino's Bicycles, sales and service. So the rack came from Facebook Marketplace. It does have the steel plate, and you see that I put the pavers at the bottom, and it has been the best thing ever. I'm still learning how to use it with the camera, but positioning and having it up to work has just been nice. It's a quick install, but it's better for me because of the way it was preset, and some of the bolts that were originally in it are not factory. But either way, it's working. I don't have that smooth Park Tool air compressor shot set, so we're gonna get the Black & Decker old school. Max pressure is 20. And I can see the slime, so that's good. one thing you'll notice a lot now is that these derailleur guards don't get banged up like they used to. Lectric switched to UPS and stop having such a casualty. There was so much social media evidence about how bad their delivery service was that they made the switch, and I can't even imagine the logistics of that because of how much product they're importing, and the size of each unit is ridiculous. Like, you know, I don't like you're was it omnipotent? No, omniscient. I think that's the one. You can be omnipotent too. Thing is it's all the way to the handle. That's not good. Damn. I am not bleeding a brake set today. Today is not the day. I have other things I got to do. How do I want to pursue this? Tune in next time until I bleed the brakes. That's the rear brake too. Holy moly. Oh bueno. Dang it. Okay. Maybe I'm going to bleed a brake set. So I can't test it. Alright, Lectric. This ain't cool. I don't like that. Oh, you're still my beloved though. Dadgum. Nope, not today. So, very first thing is, one, my hands are hurting. Two, the Shimano shifter has to be undone, and it looks like it's been torqued on there pretty well. And then I need to rotate these handlebars so I can get level. And I'll probably just do a gravity bleed. So let's put the cup on here, put some oil in it, and then pump the brakes and let out the air that's in the line. If it's really bad, there's a high probability that something's wrong, likely with the caliper. rough. This thing is clamped, and then the screw was super hard to get off. Also, this is the wrong camera for this. You're on the GoPro 360 right now. It's just easier to use, and it has that big old fisheye lens, so you can see me wandering all over the place. There it is, all the way to the handlebars. That's not good. There's nothing in the backside either. And then what resistance was there just went away. So I don't know. This was the pain in the butt, and I almost stripped the screw. It should survive, but I'm gonna have to pull this screw out so I can get a cup on here and then bleed it. I just don't want to be doing this right now. Hope this one fits. I don't want to go through this exercise. No, it doesn't. Dang it. So every brand has their own sizing, and it's a mess. So my current dilemma is that this screw, which caps the oil reservoir, I don't have a fitting small enough for the cup. So I've been holding on to this bad boy. I don't like opening up the new stuff just for situations like this. I try and get what I need correctly just in case, but here we are. So I'm fully committed despite what I said. I'm fully committed until I don't have the right parts, and then, you know, of course I'm gonna go run to Brad. Oh my goodness. The very first one in the cup is, I think, the one. Dang. Craziness. All right, well, I think I'm at a stopping point. I don't have the cup fitting for it. Apparently. Dang. Okay, well, I'm sorry to have wasted you guys' time. This has been fun. I don't even know, it's like the urge to do it myself or the urge to call Lectric, and it's like, which one should I do? So this is a 31.8 millimeter diameter seat post. We were going to take it for a test ride with this bad boy, but we're not going to do that. There are no rear brakes. Okay. I'm gonna close up shop. Who was it that came through? Jerome, Damon, thanks for chatting with me. Thank you guys for watching. Give us a like and subscribe. this was an opportunity just to make a video. Sorry about the noises everywhere. It's the microphone on the camera and the fact that I just wanted to put it out there. Lectric is on sale right now. I know that this brake issue is not normal, so don't be wary about that. Plus, what I'll do is just run a follow-up on this, or watch the next video with the XPeak in it, and you will know what happened with customer service. I'm absolutely positive they're going to fix it. So that's all it is. It's just one of those, you get into the anticipation of riding the bike because it's brand new and you're doing all this stuff, and it's like, nope. And that is a letdown, but it happens and we know that, so we're going to give them a call. We'll get this fixed right up and then we'll get it on the road. Give us a like and subscribe. We will talk to you next time.